Maurice here back for another Power Pack training. Today we're going to be talking about my top 3 niches for new people to start making cold calls in. A lot of you guys have been pinging me trying to figure out where you should start at when you're first starting to make cold calls. A lot of you guys have been making cold calls in the wrong niches as beginners, okay? I always recommend new people to start off in different niches because you're going to encounter a lot of resistance, okay? And we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this. If you guys want my full-on out system, I will have a 3-step process when I make phone calls. And if you guys want to copy or replicate the system, what I want you to do is click the link in the description. I set up a social media marketing prospecting pro course for you guys. It has all the bells and whistles, the scripts, the rebuttals, the presentation, everything you need to start getting clients immediately in social media marketing, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into this training. And we're going to go over my top 3 niches. Now, here's the thing, folks. A lot of you guys have been making calls to chiropractors, dentists, attorneys, and I'm just going to tell you right now, as a new person in social media marketing, you don't want to start off in those niches right away, okay? Wait until you get your first client, okay? And I'm going to tell you the niches to start off in first. Then if you want to, you get more comfortable with making calls, you're more confident, then you can dive into calling dentists and chiropractors and plastic surgeons and these professional quote-unquote services or businesses, okay? Now, the reason why I don't recommend you guys start off in those, you have to be more strategic when you're calling dentists. You can't call a dentist at 1 o'clock in the afternoon making cold calls because guess what? They have patients. So you're going to be talking to secretaries and gatekeepers. And guess what? You're going to get frustrated. You're going to be like 99% of all the other people that make cold calls. You're going to be saying cold calling don't work. And you're going to be buying all these different courses trying to find a better way to get social media marketing clients. And guess what? Cold calling is the fastest way for you to get your first social media marketing client this week, okay? And like I said, you guys have seen my videos. I sign people up. I get people to look at my information right away, okay? Because cold calling works. You just have to have the right systems, the scripts, and the processes down, and you can crush it when it comes to making cold calls for your social media marketing agency, okay? Now, there are other strategies. I'm going to be rolling out more content for you guys to help you get social media marketing clients rather quickly, okay? But right now, cold calling, like I said, it's free. It doesn't require a huge learning curve. Unlike some of the other strategies, let's say if you wanted to set up some Facebook ads or maybe some YouTube ads or what have you, it does take a bit of a learning curve, and a lot of you guys don't have a lot of advertising dollar right away to maybe target business owners or what have you to get them in front of your information. Cold calling is just right up front. It's an aggressive approach. You don't have to wait. You can get on the phone with them right away and you can immediately pitch them your products or services. And like I stated before, folks, if you want my complete cold calling system, all right, where you get the scripts, you get the mentorship, and a lot of times too, the mindset. That's another thing. You guys don't believe. A lot of you guys are fearful. You don't believe it can happen for you. You need to click the link in the description and sign up for the Social Media Marketing Prospecting Pro, because I help you guys to break procrastination and your fears of making cold calls, because cold calling is not as bad as it seems when you do it right and you call the right niches, okay? So, getting into the training, number 1, the first niche that I recommend you guys starting is painters, okay? Painters. This is, like I said, one of my favorite niches to call in. Matter of fact, I got one of my first clients was a painters, okay? Now, the good thing about the niches that I'm recommending, number 1, they can afford to pay you $1,000, okay? They can afford to pay you, let's say, $1 to $2K per month, okay? Okay, now let me tell you why, folks, all right? Painters on average, okay, to do an an exterior spray, let's just say on a one-story house up to a couple thousand square feet, they may make $2,000 to $3,000 or $4,000, depending on what they have to do. Now, if it's an interior spray and an exterior spray, you're talking them making anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 for one painting job. So if you were to get them 2 to 3, 4 clients a month, do you think they're gonna have a problem with paying you $1,000 to $2,000 a month to get them a customer? Of course not. Another thing, a lot of painters are what we call contractors. And most of these guys don't have a secretary. And guess what? They pick up the phone immediately. So that's going to give you guys an advantage, okay? So you want to start off calling painters, okay? You don't have to go through all the resistance that you would have to go through when you're calling other niches like dentists, like chiropractors, like attorneys, okay? Most of those guys are super busy, and 9 times out of 10, you guys aren't going to be able to get in contact with them. You have to do it in a strategic manner. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that maybe in a later training on how to attack these other professional services. Now, my next niche that I recommend is roofers. Okay? Roofers. This is another hot niche. Once again, most of these roofers are contracted workers, and 9 times out of 10, guess what? They answer the phone. Those are the decision makers. Those are the people that you want to talk to. Same thing for roofers, okay? Give you another example. If a roofer was to re-roof or put a new roof on someone's home, they can make anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 or more, depending on the square footage and the type of roof they're putting on. Okay, let me say that again. Anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per roof. So if you were to get that roofer, let's say, set up Facebook ads or set up some Google PPC ads and get them 10, 15, 20 leads a month, and out of those deals, they were to close 2, 3, or 4, and they're making anywhere from $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 a pop. Do you think they're gonna have a problem with writing you a check for $1,500 to $2,500 a month? Ladies and gentlemen, no. And guess what? A lot of people aren't targeting these particular industries. Everybody's going after the chiropractors, the dentists, and all these other niches. And guess what? They're facing a lot of resistance because it has to be done strategically. You have to call at a certain time, okay? You have to know the practitioner's name and all that other stuff. You know, it can be done. I've done it. You can make money in it. I signed up optometrists before, okay? But it's done in a strategic manner. But I didn't start there. I started with these niches first, got my feet wet, okay? Got me a couple clients. Then I went after the bigger clients. But here's the thing. The same amount of money that you're going to make in those professional, and you're going to make here too. So it doesn't matter. And guess what? These type of industries, ladies and gentlemen, they're not as anal as the other industries. Those professionals, they're on you. They want to know what's going on. They're analytical type of. These people are more fun to work with. They're not calling you because they know their phone's ringing. They're out making money. They're on roofs. They got their paint guns. They're painting. They're having fun. So they don't typically bother you. And that's a good client to have in your arsenal. So number one, ladies and gentlemen, you're taking notes. Painters, okay, roofers. And then my last one, and there's more, I just want to give you guys a couple. I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. Is tree service. Okay, my tree service is another hot industry, or arborist, however you want to call it. These guys make a ton of money, all right, cutting down trees, okay? Now, the average arborist or tree service contractor, okay, could make anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000, $5,000 to cut down a single tree. And I know a lot of you guys didn't know that, but this is another hot niche that new people like yourself should be making cold calls in, okay? And you guys already know where you can go online. You can do a search on Facebook. You can do a search on Google, Yelp, Craigslist, or whatnot, and put in tree service. And look at all the tree service companies that are out there, okay? And call them up. They're not running Facebook ads. They're not on Google, okay? They're not doing the necessary things on Instagram or what have you, okay, ladies and gentlemen, to be marketing their tree service correctly. And it's your job to contact these individuals and put your information in front of them and answer their questions and get them into your agency, okay? So these are my top 3 beginner niches that I always recommend my students and my clients to go after first, okay? Why? You don't have all that resistance. Most of these industries pick up the phone. I guarantee you, when you make calls in these industries, you're going to probably talk to about 80% of decision makers. 80% versus when you call dentists and attorneys, where you're going to probably have about 95% of the people that answer the phones are secretaries and gatekeepers, okay? Not the actual professional, all right? Unless you do it in a strategic manner. And I'll do another video on how to do those other niches and how to attack them. But if you've been having problems, you've been calling the dentists and chiropractors, and all you keep getting is these secretaries, let that go, ladies and gentlemen, and start here. And comment when you go and you start doing this and you say, man, he was right. I'm talking to the decision maker. You're going to be astonished at how much money and how many new clients you're going to get by starting off in these 3 particular niches, okay? Now, once again, if you folks want to copy my system on how I make my cold calls, you want my scripts, my rebuttals, you want some mentorship, okay, you want to break procrastination. Maybe you guys got fears. When I first started off, I was fearful of making cold calls. I didn't know what I was saying also. But ladies and gentlemen, I got the right coaches, I got the right information, and I was able to break all that mess, got my first client, went on to make thousands of dollars per month in social media marketing by making cold calls the right way. So if you guys want that system, you want to replicate it, you're tired of bumping your head, you don't have clients, click the link in the description. I give you guys everything you need to crush it on the phone, okay? Just click the link in the description, sign up for the Social Media Marketing Prospecting Pro course, and you guys can just attack these niches and get your first client. There's so many people, so many businesses out there that are waiting for you to make a call, but you guys are afraid. So if you want to get over that, click the link in the description and I'll help you guys to get your first social media marketing client. All right. If you guys want more videos like this, or you got a video ideal that you want me to do, or something that you're having problems with, make sure you guys comment below, hit the subscribe button. Matter of fact, smash that subscribe button. And like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, get on the phone, call these niches, and get your first client. It's not as hard as it may seem, all right? You just have to attack it, all right? Beat procrastination, take action, go forward, all right? We all started at the bottom, all right? You can get to the top, you can get your first client, but I recommend you start here. I guarantee you've probably been calling the wrong niches. Okay, and then when you call the right niches, you got to have the script. So that's why I recommend you guys sign up for the course below, and it'll get you, help you guys say the right things to those business owners so they want to sit down with you and book an appointment or look at your presentation or what have you. And if you don't have a presentation, click the link in the description. I do have my presentation that I email out to business owners in that course, so you guys can kind of copy that and replicate it for your own presentation. Maurice Gear here signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Pick up the phone and make some calls. And make sure if you're new, you're starting right here. These are some fun niches and you'll make a lot of money. Bye for now.